Hello everyone. Welcome to the Hindu Editorial Vocabulary, Reading and Summary Series presenting by Diction Addiction. Today's Hindu Editorial title is Freedom and Security on Social Media Platforms Operating in India. Under vocabulary section, we will dissect the article and we will learn the important as well as new words from the article. The first one is seemingly, means it's whatever is appearing. That is what is called as a seemingly. But that's based on the one's facts, known facts. It's up to the individual. Seemingly means whatever I know from that point I am speaking, that is what is called as seemingly. Out means you have to do it. There is no alternative. So that's what have, must, should. It's a duty or a responsibility. Defy means not ready to accept the or obey, challenge or resist is called as defy. Handles means it's a social platform, and it's like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. That they are called as right now they're called as handles. So who handles that? That is what is a handle. My favorite word for today is incendiary. 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 Incendiary means inflammatory. Incendiary content, incendiary weapons, incendiary materials. This is how you can use it. Means which can stir the confrontation. The material, the word or document or content which can incite the confrontation between the individual. That is what is called as an incendiary. This is what is my favorite word for the today. Criticism means disapproval. Condemnation means someone is doing something, you don't agree with that and you criticize it. You are not supporting it. Instead of that, you are finding a fault with that. That is what is called as a criticism. Propagate means grow, spread, circulate the idea or the theory. That is what is propagation. Propagation means multiplication of the idea or theory to survive. That is what is a propagation. Basically, it is more used in the biology section, where propagation of plants, propagation of animals, propagation of bacteria. That's what we say. Propagation means allow them to survive and replicate in a big number. You're allowing them to grow in a big number. That is what is called propagation. Propagate. Ransacking means raid the property and take away from that. Means looting. Ransacking of Washington building. Hashtag. This is what is the hashtag. Any text which is followed by this hashtag. This is what hashtag. So whenever you are, especially you are using customer care service, it will ask you to use the hashtag. Same one. Appreciate means recognizing someone efforts. You're realizing the worth of that person is called as appreciation. Eventually means finally, at the end. Eventually you come here. Eventually, at the end of eventually, I'm trying to explain the eventually. Eventually means final. Ultimately, at the end. Complied means obeying the law. Comply. So government asked the citizens to comply the certain rules and regulations, so that will have a smooth functioning of the state. Comply means it's a mandatory to follow according to the law. Entities means individual or thing or organization which exist independently and it is different from others. That is what is called as entities. Violate means break. We generally hear this word. Why are you violating the rules, traffic rules? Means breaking the rules. Or breach or defy is called as violations. When you violate the rule, you attract the punishment. Realm. Realm means it's a sphere, a domain, or area, arena. Nothing but arena. Realm means domain or a kingdom, sometimes we call it. Realm means domain or area. Some space, you say, space is called as realm. Threatening means you are threatening me, means you are frightening me with the words or a force. Intimidating, scaring, basically scaring. Don't threaten me. Means you see, by using gun, you are threatening me. This is how you feel fear because of the presence of gun in other's hand, or any instrument which have sharp edges which can cut the body. Threatening means feeling fear or making frightening, making others to feel scared of something. That's what is threatening. Defiant means proudly refusing to obey the authority. You don't. If you ask your servant, he will not. He will say, "He will not do it." That's what is a defiant. Contentious. Contentious means controversial. Means debatable. We say formal laws are contentious. Contentious means they are debatable, are controversial, contentious. Contentious site means there is no enough document to prove that it belongs to X and Y. That's a contentious. More parties are involved for confrontation. Scrutiny means inspecting. Survey or analysis. Scrutiny committee came to check the facts of the incident. Means scrutiny means going through the every document or every incident takes place to understand the problem. That's what is scrutiny. Escalate means rise up, increase rapidly. The war is escalating. It's growing. There is no end. It's growing. That's what is escalate means, moving forward with the speed. Escalate. Escalator. You have escalators, right? And next one is here, intermediary means broker, arbitrator. Secrecy means confidentiality or private. Why are you maintaining secrecy between us? Means he is maintaining some secrecy, which we don't like it. Arbitrariness means randomly, by choice, not by chance, not by choice. Arbitrariness. Seized, to stop something. We seized that house, we seized the vehicle so that it will not be moved. Censorship means restricting or suppressing. Antithesis, reverse or inverse, opposite. Just opposite to the existing one. That is what is antithesis and thesis. The last one is facilitators. Facilitator means people who are allowing the organization to do something easily, to find an answer. Facilitator. Who is a student facilitator here? Facilitator means someone who helps a person or organization do something easily or to find out answer to a problem. You are facilitating means you are allowing something to happen there and find out what is, that is what is called facilitator. I guess you all enjoyed the vocabulary section. Now we will move into the second section, that is what is a loudspeaker. I am telling you again and again, if you want to improve the pronunciation, you have to read louder only. That's the only way to improve the pronunciation. There is no other way. If you read 100 times with your mind, it doesn't improve. If you read twice, thrice, 4 times, 5th time, so on, your pronunciation getting increased. Right? That's why I prefer, and also you do love to read loudly, then you will understand the meaning very clearly. Loudspeaker. By calling on social media platforms operating in India to follow the law of the land, as it did last week in Parliament, the government has not just stated the seemingly obvious, but also delivered a warning to Twitter that is out not to defy its orders again. The way it did in early February, when government wanted certain handles blocked for spreading incendiary content. We respect criticism. You can criticize even the Prime Minister, said Minister of IT and Communication Ravi Shankar Prasad in the Parliament on Thursday. But if a social media is used to propagate hate, then action will be taken. Further, he asked why, when police act in Washington Capitol Hill ransacking, a microblogging site stands in their support, but when similar action is taken at Red Fort, our national pride, the platform opposes it. That the government wanted problematic hashtags blocked is understandable, given the tense situation on the ground on the day of farmers' protest. But what is difficult to appreciate is that it is also wanted handles of some journalists, activists, and the politician to be blocked. Twitter eventually complied, but not fully. We have not taken any action on accounts that consist of news media, entities, journalists, activists, and politicians. It said in its block, to do so, we believe would violate their fundamental right to free expression under Indian law. After all this, the issue is still in the realm of statements and counter statements. While keeping up the pressure on Twitter by threatening to take action, the government, at least for the time being, seems to have stopped the shot of taking action. And while being a defiant initially, Twitter also seems to have stopped short of escalating it and going to court. This is significant because of either one of the parties had decided to escalate this issue, the contentious law under which social media platforms are required to comply with the blocking orders could have under legal scrutiny. The reference is to Section 69A of the Information Technology 2000, under which our government can order digital intermediary to block any content on grounds including security of the state and public order. Sure, the Supreme Court did uphold the constitutionality of Section 69A in the Shreya Singhal versus Union of India case in 2015. But criticism over the secrecy of the process and the arbitrariness with which it has been used for the years has never ceased. The section is in a way represented the wide censorship powers that government has. It is therefore important that freedom of speech is not seen as antithesis of security of the state, but one of its key facilitator. So this is all about the reading. I guess you all enjoyed the reading. Now we will move to the summary session. So we are witnessing the fight between the microblogging Twitter and the central government. Central government have asked the Twitter to block the some handles on January 26 when Red Fort under the attack. But the government asked handles are among the political leaders, activists, and journalists. So the Twitter refused because it is, if at all it accepts, but it will be jeopardizing the rights, basic rights of citizen of India. Hence, it did not bend to the central government. But later on, the Twitter has did block the or cut down the some handles, but not all, which did not touch the media, politicians, and other influential person. But the government question is that when microblogging site Twitter is supporting the America, but why not the India? This is what is the argument between the Twitter and the central government. Finally, the government threatened to take action against the Twitter, but did not do. At the same time, Twitter initially was defied the order from the government, but later on it gave some details to the government. So there is a act called a 69 Information Act 2001, 2005, where the government is having highest authority over the social media control. So this is what, so ultimately, if at all government wants to control the microblogging and other social media sites, it can do it. That's what is seen in the Supreme Court case one between the individual and the central government. So this is what I understood from the today's Hindu editorial. If at all you like it, give thumbs up. And for regular updates, just subscribe. Thank you all for watching the video. And see you again with one more editorial tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye.